Hello fellow SIMAGICians, I'm Alvin, and today I'll be taking you through a lap around Circuit de Spa-Francochamps for this week's SIMAGIC FIA F4 challenge. For this lap, I'm using the SIMAGIC Alpha Mini wheelbase combined with the SIMAGIC GT Neo steering wheel, combined with the SIMAGIC P1000 pedals with the hydraulic brakes and throttle module. Coming into turn 1, you want to brake at the beginning of the dark green patch of the grass. Point the car straight and take a late apex for maximizing exit speed. Trail up the brakes as you turn the car into the corner for rotation, then get on the power quickly for the best exit speed. Use the curbs, but don't go too far onto the green runoff or you'll lose grip. Going up the infamous Eau Rouge and Raidillon, turn 2 and 3, is flat out. You want to minimize steering and straighten up the line by using the curbs as much as possible to maintain speed. Turn 4, 5 and 6, you want to brake at about 1 car length after the entry curb. Careful not to drop the outside wheel onto the curb to prevent lockup. Trail off the brakes to take a slightly late apex to turn 4. Pick up the throttle to maintain rotation, then quickly turn left to set up the car for turn 5. Use the throttle to carry the rotation through turn 5. Use the curb on the inside for a better line. Then use the throttle to rotate the car thoroughly out of the corner. If done correctly, you should be able to aim for the apex of turn 6 and take the sequence flat out. Avoid using the inside curbs of turn 6 and use all the track grip on the exit. Turn 7 is a long corner. You want to brake at about 1 car length after the entry curb, then go deep into the corner for setting up the exit. You want to carry speed and maintain a small amount of brake before you hit the apex, in which you can use this orange board as a reference point. As soon as you spot the apex, use the throttle to power the car out of the corner, but careful not to run the car too wide onto the left-hand side as the next corner is coming up soon after. Immediately come back to the right-hand side and set up the car for turn 8. Use all the track and a bit of the curbs if necessary, then turn in early using the little orange board on the left as a reference. Lift off as you turn in for a better front-end bite. Gently brush the curbs on the inside, then immediately pick up the throttle at the apex to power the car out of the corner. Use all the curbs on the exit. Keep at least 1 wheel on the red and white curb to stay within track limits. Coming into turn 9 and 10 Pohon, you want to carry locked speed into the corner, so you want to spot the brakes at around the indicating light here on your right. Then trail brake into the apex while carrying steering. You want to keep your braking to the minimal to maintain the speed. Then point the car towards the exit as much as possible. Once the car has aimed for the middle point of the outside curb, pick up the throttle and let the car ease onto the outside curb, which you can use a fair amount. Maintain your steering throughout the entire exit process and aim at the inside of turn 10. And bring the car somewhat to the inside, then let the car go wide onto the exit curbs at turn 10. Place the car to the left and start preparing for turn 11 and 12. You want to brake just after the outside curb and spontaneously start turning into the apex. You want to keep the brake relatively light and maintain this balance and carry the speed all the way towards the inside. Take a fairly late apex for turn 11 for the flow of 12. You can use the inside curbs here for reference. Then pick up the throttle and carry the speed out, but keep the car slightly towards the right-hand side of the track. Then lift and turn in early for turn 12. Brush the inside curbs of 12, then immediately get on the power for the exit. Use all the curbs on the outside. The track limit of turn 12 is similar to that of turn 8. Quickly come back to the left for turn 13 and point the car straight before braking right at the outside curb on the left. Similarly to turn 11, you want to turn in as your trail brake. Carry speed into the apex, which you can use the inside curb as a reference. Get close, but don't go on the curb to keep the car stable. Then quickly get on the power and run the car wide onto the exit for the best exit. Make sure to keep at least 1 wheel on the red and white curb for track limits. Then gently ease the car off the curbs and turn in early for turn 14. This corner is an easy flat in the F4 car, and you want to straighten up the line as much as possible to reduce tyre scrubbing. For the sequence before the bus stop chicane, it's flat out all the way through, including the high-speed turn 15, and you want to minimize steering and straighten up the corner to carry as much speed as possible. Use all the track limits where it's appropriate. For the bus stop chicane, turn 16 and 17, You want to spot brakes at about 2 to 2.5 calf length before the outside curbs and keep the car straight under braking. Then release the brakes as you are coming down in speed to prevent lockup, as it will massively impact your momentum. Aim at the late phase of the turn 16 curb for late apex and use all the curbs to straighten up the car for 17. Pick up the throttle, but careful not to oversteer the car, trying to keep the car as much to the right as possible. While picking up speed, then quickly lift and turn the car towards the inside curbs of 17. Careful not to take the sausage curb on the inside, as it will upset the car. Get on the power as early and as much as you can to rotate the car and use all the exit curbs to maximize exit speed. And that is a lap around Circuit de Spa-Francochamps.